All right, so get this. We're diving deep today into AI and music, but not just any music. We're talking about AI that can rap.
Yeah, and it's really fascinating stuff. The system we're looking at, it's called Freestyler.
Freestyle, yeah, I like that name already.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool name, and the tech behind it is even cooler.
So what makes this freestyler so special? Is it just like rhyming random words together?
No, it's much more sophisticated than that. It actually uses lyrics and a musical track as input, and then it generates rap that matches the style and the rhythm of the music you give it.
Wow. So it's like having like a personal rapper in your pocket that can adapt to any beat you throw at it.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And what's really interesting is how it actually does this. It's a three-part process.
Okay, lay it on me.
So first, it takes the lyrics, and it goes beyond just the dictionary definitions. It figures out the deeper meaning, like the emotions and the vibe that the words convey.
So it's like translating from
Thank you.
English to like sound emotions or something.
Yeah. You could say that. Yeah, it's like it's understanding the feeling behind the words. And then the second part is where things get really wild. It takes that meaning and turns it into a spectrogram.
A spectrogram now, that sounds kind of technical.
It is, but think of it like a visual blueprint for the music, like a map of the sounds.
Okay, I'm starting to get it. So then what happens with this blueprint?
That's the third part. The AI takes that spectrogram and uses it to generate the actual audible rap that you hear.
Okay, so it goes from words to meaning to a visual blueprint and then finally to actual rap music. That's pretty amazing. But I mean, AI needs a ton of data to learn, right? Where does it get all the information about rapping?
That's where RapBank comes in.
RapBank. What is that?
It's a massive data set that the researchers created. It's got over 92,000 rap songs in it.
92,000 songs. Well, how much music is that?
We're talking over 5,500 hours of music.
5,500 hours. I mean, just to put that in perspective, that's like listening to rap nonstop for over 8 months straight.
Yeah, it's a lot of rap. And they built this rap bank by basically crawling YouTube, separating the vocals from the music, and making sure the quality was good enough to train Freestyler.
So you're saying that Freestyler learned how to rap by basically studying thousands and thousands of songs?
Exactly. And that's probably why it can create such different rap styles, because it's been exposed to so much variety.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what else can this Freestyler do besides, rhyming and keeping a beat?
Well, it also has this really cool feature called zero-shot timbre control.
Zero-shot timbre control. Okay, break that down for me. What does that even mean?
So basically, you can give it a short audio clip of any voice, and it'll try to rap in that style.
Wait, seriously? So like you could feed it a clip of like I don't know, like famous singers' names singing and suddenly they're dropping bars?
Yeah, that's the idea. It's like having any voice you want rapping your lyrics. It opens up a whole world of creative possibilities.
That's insane. Okay, so we've got an AI that can write rhymes, it can match different rap styles, and it can even sound like anyone you want. But hold on a second. A good rapper needs to stay on beat, right?
Yeah.
How does Freestyler make sure it doesn't sound like it's off rhythm?
Well, remember those spectrograms we talked about? They actually show how the AI's rap aligns with the beat of the music. It's like Freestyler's constantly checking itself to make sure everything is in sync.
So this AI wouldn't be caught slipping in a beat battle, at least not rhythmically.
Exactly. But, beyond all the technical stuff, it makes you wonder, what does it mean for the future of music if AI can create something as complex and expressive as rap?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question, and it's something we'll definitely be exploring more as we dive deeper into the world of rapping AI.
One thing that I find really exciting about this is like how this could change the way people make music.
In what way?
Like imagine somebody who's always wanted to rap, right? But maybe they don't play an instrument or anything. Now they could just like type in lyrics, pick a style, and boom, they've got their own rap song.
Yeah, that's true. It's like having a whole recording studio right there on your computer.
Exactly. And then think about like established artists. They could use this to try out different ideas, or maybe if they're hitting a wall with writer's block.
Yeah. I bet a lot of producers would love to have this too. It's like another creative mind in the studio.
Right. It could lead to some really interesting collaborations. But of course, with any new technology, there are some things we need to think about.
Yeah, definitely. Like, what are some of the challenges that come with AI like this?
Well, one thing that the researchers brought up was just that it's still pretty new. This technology, it's going to keep evolving, and we need to be mindful of how that might affect the music industry.
I mean, that's true. Things change so fast these
Yeah.
days. It's hard to keep up.
Exactly. But, even beyond the music industry, think about like the bigger picture. If AI can create something as complex and nuanced as rap music, what other forms of art could it master?
Whoa, yeah. What about like painting or writing novels?
Yeah.
Could AI do those too?
I mean, it's definitely possible. And that raises some really interesting questions like, what does it mean for human creativity if AI can create art too?
That is a great question. I mean,
Hmm.
is it just imitating us? Or is it actually like developing its own sense of creativity?
Right. That's the million-dollar question, and I don't think anyone has a definitive answer yet, but that's what makes this whole topic so fascinating. We're on the cutting edge of something really groundbreaking.
And it all started with this little AI called Freestyler. Who knows what kind of musical revolution it might spark?
You know what really blew my mind when I was reading through the research on this?
What's that?
It was how Freestyler manages to actually stay on beat. Like they visualized it, and it's really impressive.
Yeah, the spectrograms,
Hmm.
right? Those visual blueprints we were talking about, they really show how the AI's rap lines up perfectly with the music.
And it's crazy because Freestyler doesn't have any specific instructions on how long each syllable should last or anything, but it still manages to sync up with the beat just like a human rapper would. It's remarkable, really. It shows that the AI isn't just mimicking, it's actually learning the underlying rhythm and the flow of rap music.
So it's not just about stringing words together that rhyme, it's about understanding the feeling, the timing of the music.
Exactly. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into AI rap. We've explored this system that can write rhymes, match styles, and even stay on beat like a pro.
Yeah, and we've seen how this AI can learn from human creativity, which makes you wonder, what's next for this technology?
It's hard to say for sure, but the possibilities are really exciting. Maybe someday we'll see AI rappers collaborating with human musicians on stage, pushing the boundaries of music in ways we can't even imagine.
And that's mind-blowing to think about. So if you want to hear Freestyler in action, or maybe even create some AI-powered rap of your own, we've got links to all that in the show notes.
And until next time, keep exploring and keep asking those big questions.